Join me as I set up and decorate the Happy Planner monthly layout for the entire month of August. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tracy and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So yeah, today we are going to be decorating the Happy Planner monthly layout. This is an undated version. This is the divider that comes with this. So that way you can kind of see which planner it came from. It came from a very old planner. Like I think I grabbed this in like 2023, maybe even 2022 from Hobby Lobby. I absolutely love the monthly layout. I think it's a very versatile layout. This is the dashboard pages. Then you have 31. Last month I said 30 for some reason, but it is 31. You can see right here, you have the extra one right here of these little checklist sections. Then you have 2 lined pages, and then you have a back page, which you can use for that's what a lot of people use for their currently. For this purpose, I use this for my statistics. I do not need all of these checklists, so I do remove this page. This is also a really good page that I repurpose for other areas. This is a really good meal planning page, meal grocery list page, or what have you. You can use it for several reasons. So I just put that back in my holding planner where I have all of my extra little inserts and everything like that. So yeah, we're going to be decorating all of these pages. I'll kind of jump into how I'm going to use it actually. So here is my July setup, and this is it all filled in. Now I can't show you the lined pages because I have some future video ideas that I want to keep secret. But basically I wrote my task list here that is related to creator projects and social media. This was just some important dates like releases and stuff like that. Then I set some goals. This is goals or like priorities when it comes to creative projects like my journals and things like that. And then those are social media goals. And then what I did is I kind of jotted down just all of the planners or journals that I need to set up on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, or where I just need to update where it's not going to be something I probably film on camera, but like, my 3-year journal, I need to do those 12 journaling prompts throughout the month, but there's no more decorating or anything that needs to be done. Then for the checklist pages, I didn't do a good job of filling all this in. You can see I have week 3, week 4, week 5. This is where I wanted to brainstorm the sticker books that I use. I didn't do that this month. I might do it next month. I will probably go ahead and kind of create something like that for next month, whether or not I fill it in, whatever. Then I had videos that I must film, videos that I might want to film, and then some video ideas. And then I haven't filled this page out yet because at the time of filming, it is still the month of July. But this is where I'm going to do my statistics for the month. So I'll probably do YouTube and then Instagram. So that is how I'm using it. I really like it. Realistically, if you don't have this particular planner, this is something you can easily do with notes pages and things like this. Or you could probably repurpose another planner and use another planner for notes pages. Like a horizontal planner is perfect for notes pages. The only thing is, if you did use notes pages, then you would lose the calendar. But, I'm using it because I already had it and I do like this layout. It's also really, really fun to decorate. So I'm going to be using the summer edit from LiveLovePosh. This sticker book, unfortunately, is sold out. I know you guys would probably prefer to see a sticker book that is still available, but I do know a lot of people probably have this sticker book, especially because it was one of the sticker books that was reduced as part of their summer sale. That is why it is sold out. Everything just went fast. When they start reducing stuff, people start grabbing. I even thought about grabbing seconds on certain books that I already had. I had to show some restraint. But yeah, I want to use this set because I feel like August is kind of the end of summer. This is the last month of summer. I feel like June, July, and August are summer months, even though summer doesn't end until September. And then weather-wise, it probably won't even end to almost November if things continue the way they had been going in previous years, where I felt like, we had warm and hot weather until November. But yeah, so I wanted to use something that was summery because I know once September gets here, no matter how hot it is outside, I'm going to want to start busting out sunflower stuff and not necessarily fall, but things that are kind of, that kind of lean a little bit more fall. I'm not going to be putting in the fall leaves at that point, but it'll be more fall colors that I'll start using early September. And then once it actually starts fall, I don't care if it's 90 degrees. That's when I'm going to start doing pumpkins and stuff like that. It's kind of like, you know, it's hard because I feel like I think fall has some of the most beautiful like stickers. I don't know. Maybe it's the color palette, especially like now that a lot of companies are using the blues and stuff. I do want, now that these are clear stickers, I'm gonna have to white out certain stuff. I like love the blues with the falls. I just love like the blues and oranges together and stuff. And yellows. I just love the color palette. I'm also a neutral girly, so the browns and stuff are pretty too. But you also have Halloween in there. And there are some pretty Halloween sticker books that we also need to use up, or I also need to use up. I guess I shouldn't say we, although I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for a lot of us here. So yeah, you know, you got to start using those in October. So then that leaves September. And I guess you can say November. But, you know, then we're going to be getting prepared for like holiday decorating then. So it's just, I feel like we have a very short fall season in our planners, you know? So yeah, that's why basically what I'm getting down to is, you know, this month is going to be heavy with the summer decor in my planners, maybe even my journals, because I'm going to go all in on fall once September gets here. All right, what do we want here? I think we want this for here. I don't put for the month of. That'll be on the calendar that's on the opposite side. I don't need to see it there. Ooh, that would have been prettier there. Let's put that there. So yeah, this planner, I think I mentioned last time, I knew it was going to work out because it's something I've already used. I think it's a good supplement planner for any area of your life. I even tried it for budgeting. I don't know if I'm the best person to try it for budgeting. I'm just not a budgeter. I just wanted to use it. Basically, at the time when I used it for budgeting, I think that might have been last year too. I just wanted to decorate this planner. Like I said, it is one of my favorite ones to decorate. So I was just trying to find a purpose for it. Now, some of this stuff I can definitely use on some of the other pages. So, let's put the bird. So you have the bird over there. I kind of want the bird over here. And maybe want a bigger flower in that corner. So creative projects. I guess we can talk about my creative projects. Because that's going to go in here. And I could start brainstorming that with you guys. So I have creative projects that I, have been working on. I think last month I told you that I really wanted to finish my Greece cruise travel book. I still haven't. I just got to print the journaling. Most of the journaling's even done. Like, I don't know what is taking me so long. I guess that's not the fun part. It's just printing out the journaling. I have to make sure it's sized right because I've already set it up and decorated that journal or that scrapbook. We'll call it a scrapbook because that's kind of what it is. It's got pictures and ephemera. I guess is it called ephemera now, even though it's just brochures and stuff? Like my junk from the trip, are we calling it ephemera now because I put it in a scrapbook? Let's separate it a little bit. Yeah, it has all that in it and stuff. I just need to put the journaling, and I reserve space for the journaling, so I need to measure the space to make sure what size I have done for the journaling fits. I think I have the journaling in Canva. So I just have to play with the boxes to make it either smaller or bigger or whatever. I will do a flip through with you guys. I probably will do a flip through now that I think about it. Because I did a setup video with that journal. See, I'm just going to start talking about random things, but that's okay. When I first got back, because I was so excited to set it up, and I thought I was going to have multiple parts of that, but then I just started setting it up, just randomly setting it up when I'm in my living room and stuff like that. And it was really fun. It was really enjoyable. That's one of the reasons why I now have a do we call it a junk journal, glue book, memory keeper? But I repurposed a Go Getter Girl spiral bound planner to make it one of those three things, or all of those three things, because I enjoyed the process so much of just sticking things on a page that wasn't necessarily stickers, but were other things. This is really pretty. All right. I think, oh, there's a big old butterfly. Yeah, so I do still need to finish that. Once I finish that, like I said, I might do a flip through, or I might wait and do a flip through maybe when I finally update my actual travel bucket list scrapbook too. And I can do a flip through of all of those together. Because if I show you like different options, then I can kind of give you ideas for different types of travel albums and stuff like that. So maybe I'll do a video like that. I hope I can get that out maybe in the fall. At this point, it might be like around my like December where I do a whole bunch of videos or something, because it's taking me forever. All right, that looks really pretty, but I think we need some boxes. Are there boxes? Yeah, there are boxes in here. I think these match. These look like they match pretty darn good. The orange would match too. The blue, the orange. Let's use these so we don't have to go into another book. I think I want the orange one up here. Is there a peach, or is it just orange? Just orange. There's not a lot of orange up there. It's mostly down here in the umbrella. So I want that here. And then maybe we'll do, yeah. So that is one project I'm still going to be working on, but now you know why I'm still working on it. I really need to redo or start over with my week in the life. I think that's a really fun project. I just tried to take it on the week before vacation, so that did not work there. How am I going to do this? Yeah, so that one did not work there, but I would like to do that. I got to figure out if I would want to do that in August. August might be a decent time to do that. I don't know that anything fun is going to be going on in August, which means I don't know if there's going to be anything fun to necessarily. Are there any smaller ones? No. So like capture, but sometimes I think, you know, I'm learning to appreciate when things aren't necessarily like when nothing exciting is going on, when it is kind of just like regular mundane things. Okay, we'll do, I don't want this, I don't want that color goals. Let's do orange. Yeah, I haven't touched my monthly project journal in a while. That one has been somewhat forgotten. Now, I intentionally took a break. I did intentionally take a break from that one. I was just like, I can't do this one. This one's is a little much right now. I haven't been keeping up with it. So my goal was to finish the projects I had already been working on, but I hadn't done that either. I just hadn't really wanted to work on like any big creative projects. I just been kind of wanting to do more, I don't want to say thoughtless, but things that just don't require much prep, I guess I should say, where you can just kind of sit down and do it whenever you're in the mood. There's something to say about that. There's something to say about that versus like projects that you want to finish. Like my Me A to Z, which I also mentioned last month. That one, I need to get better about taking more photos. I have some that I do need to add, but we'll see. So these I like to separate in half, and I'm going to do that by using different color bullet points. So I'm just going to do 4 for my creative projects, and then I think I'm going to do green, and the rest of it is going to be social media to-dos, because there just are a lot more social media things I need to do each month. All right, so we have that. This, I want goals. I guess we'll use boxes. I guess I need an orange. Oh, here are the small ones. Let's take this off. I'm putting this on the side of my desk because I think these might be helpful for my stats or something. Maybe I can use it for that page. Because I really want the small header boxes. I could probably, on this one, let's actually do a checklist. This one, I don't think I need a checklist, but I think I want another box. It's green, orange, and blue. So I think I'm going to just do this. Let's put it over here, so they're not in line with one another. Okay, and then here, let's do 2 boxes. Let's do green, because we have not used a big green box yet. And let's do the blue. Okay, so that'll be my goals when it comes to YouTube and Instagram. I feel like I can put something here as far as like a decoration. But I'm pretty much done with setting this up because I don't really have room to decorate anything else. Because again, I am using it fairly functionally. Okay, there are a lot of little flowers. That there. I would like something here that's like, I don't know. I don't have anything though. Put her here with the ginormous butterfly. I think that works, right? Oh, actually, a quote might work right there. Wasn't there a quote? This is not a true quote, but I'm putting that there anyway. And then here I can put a quote too. There we go. All right, y'all, this one is done. This one's done. So now I'm going to come into this page, and I think we will just go ahead now and do... So I'm just going to be adding stickers to the page. There really isn't much of a thought process. Actually, the thought process was, don't put stickers where I want to write things. That was the thought process. I'm going to turn on some music. It's actually not that much decorating left in this video. You will see me jump around between the pages. At first, I was going to go ahead and decorate the checklist pages first, but then I was like, ooh, I really want to make the last page, which I guess we can call the currently page, which is not going to be used for currently prompts. But I wanted to set up a cute scene there because, you know, I write a little bit neater on that page. So I'm like, I want that to look prettier. So that's why I went there first to go ahead and use some of the pretty stickers there. And then I will go to the lined page and use some of the larger stickers that I have left over there. And then finally, I'll go back to the checklist page and then just add the leftover stickers there. That is pretty much it. That's it for the thought process. There really wasn't much thinking going on. You guys saw how I set it up when I showed you how I wrote in it for the month of July. But yeah, I really wanted to use every sticker that was in that sticker set. And I will tell you, I did that. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop this on disc and we'll do one final flip through. Now, right after this section, I do have my Calva plan weekly layout. This is what I use to plan out my week when it comes to social media and my creative project planning. So basically, I use what I have in here as far as brain dumps for the entire month and then transition that into weekly plans. So I do like having these together. I like having them separate, as in using two separate planners, but I like having them together as far as in very close proximity to one another. So I did not have any remaining stickers on those two sticker sheets to decorate my calendar, which I am a-okay with. This is not a priority to decorate. I didn't want to dive into the second set. I wanted to keep that full and intact so I can use it next year. Yes, there I go, hoarding my stickers again, but I'm just going to date this by hand. And this particular calendar, this is where I brainstorm what days I might want to publish certain videos. So this is kind of where my ideas here start kind of coming together so I can figure out what days I need to film those videos to then put in my weekly to-dos. But here is the dashboard part of the monthly layout. This turned out so pretty. It looks so pretty with these discs that are from Happy Planner and this cover from Calva Plan. I didn't even realize that, but it goes so well together. So I do have distinguished sections that I kind of do things in. Of course, you know, I just moved into this planner last month, so only 2 months in, but I do have certain sections that I've kind of already mapped out. I kind of like how things are going. Then we start, you know, reining in the sticker usage. One, I started running out of stickers, but two, this is functional. So I was trying to keep stickers away from the lines and things like that, especially the ones that are closer to the top, because those are the ones I'm going to use first. Like last month, I didn't make it down to here. Here I kind of use a lot of them. So I was trying to be aware of that. So this is definitely sparsely decorated, but I still think, you know, it looks cheerful, even though there aren't as many stickers. This page is where I brain dump like future ideas. So I'll start brain dumping ideas I might have for September or even October, or at this point, even December. Who knows? So I'll just start brainstorming ideas, not just for social media, but for creative projects. I'll have something that comes into my mind, maybe about my reading journal. I can brain dump it in here. There's only 3 stickers here, y'all. We have the long sticker that I put here and then 2 stickers there. That is it. Doesn't it look pretty though? So you can see, don't have to put a lot on your notes pages to make those look pretty. And then this is my statistics page. So I do write my statistics here because some of them, they are best to capture shortly after the month ends. Is that upside down? I think the antennas are here. I think that flower's upside down. Let's see if we can move this. If we can't, then the butterfly is just hanging upside down. Oh yeah, but that butterfly is definitely upside down. I'm like, wait a minute, are those antennas? Okay, there we go. There is a right way and yeah, there we go. So I'm going to have to trim a little bit here to make it fit better. So yeah, I do have a social media journal where I record my stats for every month, and I've had that going since 2024. And that one is a long-term journal, so it will still last another couple of years. So you guys might have seen that. It's my retro journal. I did a setup a couple of weeks ago. So I write it in here so that way I can later transfer it to that journal. Plus, it's nice to have it in here with my planner too, but the priority is to have it in that journal, so I write it in here to later transfer it there. But there we go, guys. I do write pretty neat on this page. I write pretty neat on this page. These pages, nope. I can barely read my writing sometimes. I'm just jotting things down as ideas come. So that's another reason why I spend more time making this look pretty. And in some regards, this looks pretty too. This one I spend the least amount of time on because I just brain dump. All right, guys, there we go. So I did use the Summer Edit sticker book from LiveLovePosh. Like I said, this is sold out. Because we are coming to the end of summer, I don't foresee that this will be one that will be restocked. But, you know, if you have one, then maybe this gave you some ideas of how to use that sticker book, or maybe you just want to see how to decorate this particular layout. All right. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.